stolen Kane's AI program. I want to make a deal with you. Are you interested?
The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers reveal that we have to ask, are Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, a rising power couple? Will these exes reunite after their upcoming Newman and Chancellor grab? In the February 9th episode, Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will be ready to strike a deal with Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, to ensure the safe return of Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, and the twins. However, Phyllis will turn to Billy for help with a very different plan. Phyllis knows Victor is bluffing when it comes to this whole kidnapping situation. Victor wouldn't actually harm Lily and her children, nor would he stop them from returning to their regular lives and all their other loved ones indefinitely. Phyllis is smart to realize this whole "you'll never see your family again" threat is absolutely ridiculous, so it's easy to see why she doesn't want Kane to surrender. Nevertheless, Kane will make it clear that he's made his choice, so that'll force Phyllis to make one of her own and push Billy for help. Phyllis might be able to steal Newman Enterprises out from under Kane somehow and make sure her name is the sole one at the top. It could prevent Kane from locking in this deal with Victor and leave them both livid. Billy will somehow help Phyllis pull off the power grab that's brewing, so she should grant him his Chancellor wish in the end. It feels like the show's setting the stage for Phyllis and Billy to have a lot in common. Both Billy and Phyllis have that same drive to prove themselves to everyone and stick it to Victor. Of course, both Phyllis and Billy are going to face backlash for what they're about to do as well. Summer Newman, Allison Lanny, and Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziardi, have turned against Phyllis, but Billy may be next in line for another round of family drama. Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, may rip into Billy for provoking Victor's wrath, while Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, fumes over Billy doing this to their kids. Phyllis has proven she likes to mix business with pleasure, so she may keep that trend going with Billy. Will Phyllis and Billy reunite romantically so they can become a power couple? Billy and Sally Spectra's, Courtney Hope, romance is hanging by a thread, so there's no guarantee his upcoming Valentine's Day surprise will save it. If Billy ends up single and lonely soon, that could open the door to a Phyllis reunion. Bottom line, Phyllis and Billy are going to be town pariahs with family issues and the chance at real power as a duo. It feels like a no-brainer to finally push Billy and Phyllis together again to help each other deal with all that. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis and Billy will have to face the messy outcome of their actions, so stick with us for updates on all the alarming news ahead. In the high-stakes, perpetually shifting landscape of Genoa City, power is the ultimate currency. It flows through the vaults of Newman Enterprises, the hallowed halls of Chancellor Industries, and the scheming minds of its most formidable players. For decades, the narrative of power has been dominated by dynasties: the Newmans, the Abbotts, the Chancellors. But in the aftermath of corporate upheaval and personal reckonings, a new, unorthodox, and explosively compelling force is coalescing, one not born of legacy, but forged in the fires of chaos, redemption, and mutual understanding. The potential reunification of Phyllis Summers and Billy Abbott isn't just a romantic subplot. It is the embryonic formation of what could be Genoa City's most dangerous and dynamic rising power couple, poised to capitalize on the vacuum left by the corporate titans. To understand the seismic potential of Philly, one must first deconstruct their individual journeys to this point. Phyllis, once the scheming, red-haired tornado of revenge, has undergone a transformation that has tempered her without dulling her edge. Her legal battles, her near destruction, and her struggle for legitimacy have evolved her from a pure agent of chaos into a strategic survivor. She no longer just burns bridges. She now calculates which ones to cross and which to detonate. Her ownership of the Grand Phoenix is a testament to this evolution. It's not just a hotel, but a fortress of independence, a neutral territory where deals are made and secrets are traded. She is a self-made woman in a town that worships bloodlines. Billy Abbott, meanwhile, has traveled his own tortured path. The perennial bad boy of the Abbott clan, his struggles with addiction, grief, and his own self-destructive impulses have been well documented. Yet, through it all, a core tenacity remains. His tenure at Jabot, his innovative but risky moves at Chancellor, and even his podcast venture reveal a man constantly seeking a purpose beyond his last name. He understands the corporate game but chafes against its hypocrisy. Like Phyllis, he is a disruptor, albeit one with a key to the executive washroom by birthright. His power is fluid, oscillating between corporate insider and rebellious outsider. Their history is a masterclass in volatile chemistry. They have been allies in mischief, passionate lovers, and bitter adversaries. They have betrayed each other and saved each other. This shared history is not a liability, it is their greatest asset. In a world of superficial alliances, Phyllis and Billy possess a brutal, unvarnished honesty with each other. They have seen the absolute worst in one another and have, at times, embraced it. This creates a foundation of unparalleled realism. There are no illusions between them. A partnership built on such a foundation isn't shattered by the discovery of a secret. They already know all the secrets. The current Genoa city landscape is ripe for their brand of disruption. Newman Enterprises, under Victor's iron fist and Victoria's calculated reign, remains monolithic but is perpetually riven by internal family strife. Chancellor Industries, now under the control of the enigmatic and ruthless Jill, with schemes within schemes involving the Abbotts and Newmans, is a fortress of traditional corporate power. These entities are currently engaged in their own Cold War, grabbing for assets and dominance, their gaze fixed firmly on each other. This creates a blind spot, a periphery where unconventional players can operate. This is where Phyllis and Billy could strike. Imagine a coalition not based on a corporate title, but on complementary skills. Phyllis operates in the shadows and the salons, a master of intelligence gathering, persuasion, and unconventional strategy. She has connections at every level of Genoa city society, from the bellhop to the CEO. Billy can navigate the boardrooms, speak the language of legacy, and leverage the Abbott name when needed, while also possessing the rogue instincts to execute an off-the-books plan. Together, they form a perfect pincer movement. Insider knowledge meets outsider agility. Their first power base wouldn't be a corner office at a mega corporation, it would be the Grand Phoenix. It could transform from a boutique hotel into the central intelligence hub and deal-making epicenter for anyone disaffected by the Newman Chancellor duopoly. Billy, possibly sidelined or disillusioned after the latest Chancellor power grab, could bring his ideas and capital to the table, partnering with Phyllis to expand her empire. They could launch ventures that the staid, old money corporations overlook, in tech, media, or experimental luxury. They wouldn't compete directly with Victor or Jill on day one. They would create a new game entirely.